and I am with our featured artist of the week. They are out of New York. They are one step from falling. You recently signed with Pavement Entertainment as well. How are you guys doing?
Good, man. How
Good,
you doing?
Matthew. How you doing, man?
Right, so we got, let's see, so who do we have with us today?
We got Bob.
Steve?
Pete.
Right on, nice to meet you guys.
Likewise.
And so, how are you guys staying busy with the current COVID situation?
We're just writing. We're always we're taking this time to to ourselves. Because no one can really do anything. Can't really play any shows, so we're just taking this time to do a lot of writing, a lot of experimenting, I guess.
Yeah, man. I think everybody's kind of got a lot of time going on right now. So we try to get together as much as we can, keep it safe, you know, distance away from each other, write new music, and kind of keeps the stress off of if we were touring right now. You don't have as much time. You got to kind of write on the road or kind of whenever it comes out. But right now we kind of have this space and time that's just kind of there. Like, what do we do with it?
Yeah.
You know?
For sure, man. And so I was doing some research on you guys, looking up your style of music and information about you, and I kept seeing heady metal as like your style of music, and like that's the first band I've heard use that style. So like, what is heady metal?
So, when we were first getting into the scene and stuff, we were getting in a mix with a lot of metal bands, and these guys are heavy, solid, and our style is, when you listen to the record, right?
Yeah, I
It's
have, yes.
That's got like this melodicness to it with fine edges here and there.
Yeah, it's got some kick to it.
Yeah, and it was kind of just something that we all would say in the room, be like, "Oh, that riff's heady as hell." Oh. No profanity, right?
Oh, you can go ahead, man. It's for Facebook.
That's as fuck, right? So that just kind of became our MO, dude. Like, that riff's heady, that feels
Yeah.
heady. Let's play it again.
Yeah, it's like a dynamic rock. So it's just called the heady. It just goes straight to your head.
I like it. I think the new album, the Stuck on the Wayside album, it's very thought provoking. At least for me when I was listening to it.
Nice.
And so I was doing my normal research. So you guys used to be a four piece, correct?
Yeah.
Yep.
So then you're now a five piece together. Yeah. How did the current lineup? How did that form? How did that come together?
Well, so I started singing and playing the drums, for numerous years, and then I felt like we kind of became a little stagnant in what I was doing. I couldn't, I was trading fills for vocal lines. I was trading vocal lines for fills. I wasn't really getting what I was trying to accomplish. So I came to the guys and asked them, what if we get a new drummer? What if we try a drummer and I sing? Or what if we try a singer? And we kind of felt like we already established a voice in the band between all of us singing together. So bringing in another singer wasn't kind of an option. So I kind of stepped off the drums. We gave it a shot, and there was no way I was going back anyway. So let's go.
Yeah, let's be real there. Let's be real. He's like, dude, I'm not fucking doing it anymore. I'm fucking over it. Ever since then, it's been a really good choice. Steve's doing really well as a front man and taking over control of that. And Ty, the new drummer, he's added another dimension, and we're really happy to have him in the family. So it's been a really smooth transition and a lot of fun. Wouldn't you say, Pete?
Yep.
Yeah, and I was, watching live footage from you guys, and I thought it's just so cool. You guys, you all sing, and it creates this kind of just style and unique voice within many voices. I think it's absolutely incredible.
I appreciate that, man.
And so, we're talking about, so you just said your new release, Stuck on the Wayside, that was released on May 1st. And how was it like writing and recording that? Because I heard that was actually two albums combined from Stuck and Wayside.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah. All right, you do your research, man.
Yeah, Matthew. Damn,
Hey,
good.
that's what I do, man.
The album, we recorded them in New York City on Broadway with Juan Pena, which is
the songs on Stuck. Those are the ones we recorded in New York
right.
City. Yeah.
Stuck was recorded in New York City. The other one, Wayside, was recorded in Syracuse.
Subcat Studios.
In Subcat Studios, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, they're a few years apart, but when we came to the Pavement, when they came to us and we talked about it, they're like, well, let's see what music you got, and like, so we showed them both albums, and they're like, all right, because normally we're gonna pick like our best ones and be like, all right, this is the songs we want to push for this album, just to kind of get us going. And so we showed them the two albums, and they're like, yeah, there's still some meat on this bone, like honestly, in every single one of these. So we're gonna make a super album, put the two albums together. So yeah, the two albums, Wayside and Stuck, a couple years apart, but now they're together as one. It was pretty cool that they wanted to do that.
Yeah, I think so, and especially like just listen to the whole thing. It's over an hour. Like the people are getting a really good album, for the price they're paying, and it's just so cool. Just listening to all the music and all the songs, and everything just flows perfectly on that album. You wouldn't know that used to be two separate albums.
Yeah, right.
That's good. I guess we're finding our little niche there and rolling with it. But
Yeah.
no, it's cool. I'm glad you can like ride the wave of them and like have them interweave.
Yeah, for sure. And so I want to talk about, when you guys had live shows, and hopefully eventually when things go, open up, that there will be live shows.
Where are those?
How do you guys prepare for a show?
How to prepare.
We get in the zone.
Yeah, I mean, we got rituals and stuff that we do. Some of it involves stretching, some of it involves practicing, some of it involves
Pete drinking like a gallon of Jack Daniels or something. No, sometimes.
I get a little buttery.
No, it's like the live shows themselves are such an adrenaline rush. You just can't wait to get back up there. So you're just like always pumped mentally, ready to do it, no matter how many shows in a row or whatever. It's always like, all right, it's time to fucking get up and go. So when it comes to that time, it's just we're ready. And now it's just kind of like idle hands. We're kind of sitting here like, oh, but like so we're using these idle hands, so it's actually becoming worth it. But yeah, I mean, we're always ready for the shows, so we just do what we got to do.
Right on, man.
Yeah.
Right on.
That's really good. So, and how do you choose a set for your live shows?
Wrong.
Oh,
Sorry.
what's up, man?
How do you choose a live set for your shows? Like, is there any kind of just whatever you're feeling, or do you have something planned out? Like, how do you do it?
I don't think there's too much of a discrepancy on what we all want to play. I guess kind of some nights.
My way or nowhere.
Yeah,
no, it's none of that. None of that.
We do, we practice sets and stuff at rehearsal and have a certain flow to the show that we want to do. So sometimes they're kind of laid out for us, whether we're playing 30 minutes, 45 minutes, hour and 15 minutes. It's probably our max. So
we have come across a certain set that we call the power set that we feel pretty strong about, that we play a lot, but like every so often we'll take off, like you said, depending on the situation, take them off. But we definitely have a power set.
Yeah.
hell yeah.
Gotcha. And so I actually want to talk about the first single, which I think is your only single for Stuck on the Wayside, was the Lung Butter. And I was watching it, and I thought it was really cool. I thought it was pretty unique for like music videos. I thought it was pretty unique because it kind of told a story. And most music videos are just a band playing, but you guys actually did like a story to it. How was it filming and doing that music video?
That was really interesting.
That was an interesting day or two. Actually, Bob had wrote the script for the video and just kind of came at us with, he's like, hey, what if we kind of like went a different direction this time around for the video? And obviously we're all open-minded, so we checked it out. I read the script. I laughed my ass off. I was like, what the hell is this? Then we wound up doing it. We just kind of like came into motion as we were filming it, kind of ad-libbing and kind of like making it up. Improv. There you go.
Yeah. So, because there was a lot of freedom in it, but there was there's just the basis, scene to scene idea, but the whole thing is just to keep it like out of whack and simple and fun, is have a good time with it. Everyone got into character. The two cops, plaid prints, which
Oh, yeah.
Works out for him.
Yeah.
And then you got the crazy jail
Always in
guy.
character.
Yeah.
I mean, it worked out. And then Josh, actually the bass player, did a tremendous job filming it and editing it and like putting all the whole process together. And
Yeah.
it took some time, but it was worth it. I mean, we've got a lot of good responses off of it. Everyone's laughing their ass off at it. You know, it was a lot of fun to make. You know, start off having a good time and. You get to beat the shit out of this guy, so it was pretty
Yeah,
cool.
man, those were real punches and real blood.
Smack and smack.
Let's go. We're putting time in here.
You got to make it look authentic.
Yeah.
But it was cool.
Well, I actually the two things I really noticed about it was I liked the Stuck album you had at the first scene. I thought that was really cool cameo by it.
Nice.
Yeah, man, we put Easter eggs, we put them in the videos, we put them in the music, and we just have fun with that stuff.
You said you
Oh, yeah,
noticed.
for sure. Yeah, and I like the ending too because it's kind of an open interpretation of like what really happened too.
Yeah.
So I thought that was cool.
Well, little behind the scenes truth. He was supposed to fall in the water, and he was supposed to like go off the dock, like appear and fall in the water. But honestly, it was like October or something when we filmed it, or it was.
I'm pretty sure it was in the beginning of November.
It was
we
pretty
filmed
cool.
it.
It was pretty cool. Let's put it that way. And he's like, dude, I'm not going in this water. I'm not going in this water. So then we're like, hey man, let's have a few drinks. Let's get loose and you'll fall. It still didn't work. He's like, I'm not going in that damn water. So, but no, it was definitely fun.
Well, I
Then
mean, it's cold. It's cold. I wouldn't go in either. So
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're cool. We're playing Mortal Kombat at the end anyway, so.
I'll take the punches. I'm not jumping in that freezing cold water.
Yeah.
and the whole Mortal Kombat scene I thought was really cool too. I mean, it's a very well put together music video, like for sure.
That was a surprise edit, and
Yeah.
he brought us all together and made us watch it. And as soon as I saw it, I was tripping out.
Yeah, we're all
What
laughing.
is going on? This is amazing.
Yeah. Josh did a great job.
Yeah, and I kept thinking about this because I haven't heard this term before. What is lung butter?
I mean,
Well.
you know what lung butter is. You're getting ready, you're going up to speak or something. You get a little something in your throat, and you got to kind of get it out of there. And then there's a deep metaphor behind it for the song. Obviously. Is that?
One day he just like spit up his shit. He's like, ugh, lung butter. Boom, song. No. No, not at all.
Right on. So outside of One Step from Falling, what are you guys listening to right now?
Oh man, right now.
Everything.
This
I listen to everything.
dude's got everything on rotate. Like the iPod, what do you got? Like a 2,000 gig iPod or something? They don't even make it, right? Just
They don't make iPods anymore anyway.
right now, I'm just kind of like if I'm in my apartment or something, I'm listening to some Lumineers or something, playing some acoustic guitar, kind of switch it up a little bit right now. But he's probably like, what the did he just say, Lumineer?
That is a little deep for me. I don't know.
And then actually, I've been getting into Thrice lately again. Like I've been listening to some Thrice, which is kind of old school, but they got their newer stuff's pretty cool too. So that's different.
Yeah,
like I checked them out before, and then lately I just been like, fuck, I'll check them out, and then been pretty badass.
Although the 12-Foot Ninjas album didn't make it into the other day.
12-Foot Ninja.
12-Foot Ninjas, that was good.
Right on, man. Right on.
What about you, man? What have you been listening to?
Yeah.
Besides One Step.
A lot of Rollins band. A lot of Henry Rollins lately.
Okay.
Nice.
Like the old school, like Lifetime, Hard Volume. That's kind of like when he was still doing like Black Flag style punk, but then he was kind of mixing it with blues. That kind of era.
All right.
Good stuff.
But I usually got the normal stuff, Foo Fighters, Alice Cooper,
Right.
Alter Bridge. It's kind of whatever I'm feeling that day.
No, that's cool. That's cool. I definitely respect the Henry Rollins one. That was caught me off guard. Like not a lot of people would say Henry Rollins like that.
Yeah,
That's
right.
awesome. That's awesome, man.
Yeah, no, I really enjoy all of his albums. Even Black Flag and Rollins band era stuff. It's all really good. It's very intense.
That's
So Yeah. But thank you guys for hanging out with me, digitally sitting down, since obviously you can't physically sit down right now with
Right.
the social distancing and quarantine. But what can people expect from One Step from Falling in 2020?
Well,
Just trying to get out there as best as we can when everything goes back to normal.
hopefully.
Yeah, and honestly, I think everybody should expect some really good music coming out after this. I know we just put out the album, but at time, what's happening right now, it's just like we have so much time, and it's working out so well. So expect some good things from One Step. We got some new stuff coming out. That's gonna be good.
Yeah, and then once we get the AOK to play live again, I mean, we got it, man. It's so much. It's what we do. It's so much fun, and we want to get out there and actually push the album that we just released on Pavement. Before all this happened, there was a lot of good talk where they had some really cool ideas of fit us in on tours and all this other stuff. So that was put on hold. But once it's not, and once everything, like Pete said, is somewhat normal and whatever the hell this is, and we're gonna hit the Pavement with Pavement, and then just push the record. That's the plan. Hopefully we can do it this summer or fall. We'll see what happens.
Right on. And what's kind of like the quarantine restrictions over there? Because I know like where I'm in Indiana, we're actually starting to open up and allow gatherings and concerts and stuff
Really, concerts?
starting in June. So what's that for you guys in New York?
I mean,
no
we're in New
concerts.
York, man. This it'll be the last state to open.
We just started phase 1 yesterday,
Phase 1.
and I don't even know whatever that means. But you still got,
At least in phase 1.
One is definitely far from the end.
yeah, and you got to wear masks everywhere still.
Yeah.
It's just crazy, man. Go to like a store or something, you're like, holy cow, this is weird.
It is crazy, and I know like we're kind of light about it, but we obviously want everybody to be safe and hope everyone's in good health. Hope you guys are in good health over there.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
Sure.
I don't know, man. I don't see it happening anytime soon here, but that doesn't mean we can't travel to your state and play there. So
Hey, you can show up. You can show up at my house for all I care, man.
Yeah, is that a foosball table behind you?
You realize what you
Yeah,
just
the tiny one. Yeah.
So, bring it on. Let's do this. We'll come over to
All right, man. All right. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. Always a lot of fun. I haven't seen you guys live. I really want to, so hopefully, if you're in this area, I'll definitely be at one of your shows when or if or whenever things clear up.
Right.
But if people are interested, what are some of the best ways to support One Step from Falling?
support.
Yeah.
Buy our merch. Buy the CDs.
Yeah,
That's
check
how
out
you
the new
support.
album. Go on all
No, I'm just
the
kidding.
outlets, Apple or whatever it is. There's so many Spotify. Just go all over you can. Think of like to find music and look at the new album.
Yeah, man. All your social media links:
Yeah.
Facebook, YouTube / One Step from Falling. Instagram, IG. We're all over the place. So
yeah, just support us that way and pick up the album, and we hope to see you soon. I mean, we got the website you can always check out too. We update it every so often. So
yeah, that's just onestepfromfalling.com. So pretty simple to get to.
and we're thinking about doing this new segment. Thursdays with Pete, where Pete just awkwardly stares in camera for like a half hour to an hour, not saying a word. So we're thinking about doing this every Thursday. So
Oh, I love it. I love it.
so if people want to know that, we're thinking about doing it. And who knows, if you throw him a buck, maybe he'll smile. It's hard to say.
A little Venmo drop at the bottom.
Hey, I'm all for it. All right, so final question. Is there going to be a physical copy of Stuck on the Wayside? Because I was hoping to buy one.
Good question.
I think the idea is right now, no, because we can't really push them physically. I mean, obviously people want to buy them, but like right now streaming and everything seems so much easier. But once the whole touring aspect comes on, there will be a physical copy, I believe. I think that's the smart thing to do, be able to push it that way. And then once we get physical copy that way, obviously we can start shipping them out like we do now.
Right on.
I mean, yeah, once the show starts, we'll get the physical copies.
Right on. Looking forward to it.
Everyone's streaming away.
Right on. Yeah, I got mine for YouTube, so that's how I listen to the album.
All right.
Nice.
And thank you guys for hanging out with me. And once to follow and featured artist on Super Cool Radio. So I got interview with you, and I got my album review that will be released later in the week as well. So thank you guys for hanging out and talking with me. You guys are really cool.
Thanks for having us. We really enjoyed it. It's great meeting you, and we appreciate you spinning the song on Super Cool like that. That's awesome that you've been doing that.
Hell yeah.
All right, no problem. I dig the music. So,
Appreciate that, man.
Thanks, brother. We appreciate it.
hey, no problem. Have a good one.
All right.
Take care, man.